Welcome everybody, it's tractorchute here for a Friday challenge of the worker melting day, where you must lose a worker by the 10-minute mark at your opponent's main. You must send 25 throughout the entirety of your game, so lose one by the 10-minute mark, lose 25 total by rallying one of your main bases or a proxy main base to your opponent's natural or main base, sorry. Like I say, lose 25 by the end of the game. You will get the win if you do that, or you must get the win. You will successfully have completed one of my challenges. So let's get this baby going. Pulling this up to save me some reading. In the lower left-hand corner, it is BrickS playing as the red Protoss. In the upper right-hand corner, it is ImNoobSorry playing for Team Geste. I'm Noob. He will be the blue Zerg. Right off the bat there, BrickS must have a shitty grin on his face thinking, damn, this guy's noob. Here we go, folks. We're going to get that Overlord scout across the map here. Did we get any scouts coming out of BrickS so far? Not yet, but it does look like this probe does want to get a little bit of scouting off here. Start the game like I love to start it off. Let's look at the APM tab. It is 27 to 23. Not too shabby. Currently over 40. Wow, that man's a good man here. Production tab shows us we have to gateway the probe and a spawning pool for the opponent, though. Spawning pool goes down at the 10 pool mark, so not too shabby there. Definitely not looking to rush and end this game in 5 minutes. Does have the scouting probe heading across the map here. That probe will make his way all the way down to the other end here. There's another pylon. He's walling off that mineral line. Love to see that. That is an advanced Silver League maneuver. In case I didn't mention, both these guys are silver. Now you know. So he does scout to the wrong corner first. We'll head to the other corner of the map here, which you will end up finding his opponent here. And we will sit back and relax. In fact, I will let you watch BrickS' vision for a little bit here. It should be halfway to entertaining here. I would love to see what he plans on doing. That is the sound of a nice little tin of Copenhagen. We'll get a nice little dipper in here just to get this game off to a ruckus 4-minute mark. Alright, tractorchute's ready here. Let's stare at the blank spot for a bit, as BrickS apparently likes to do so. We'll take it off his vision, as I don't think he knows what he's doing here. There we go, full wall off on the mineral line up here. We do have the X-ball out here at the natural here. Not too shabby, sitting at about 3-minute 30 mark. That is not too bad to have an expansion with a spawning pool out and 1 gas. I will give it to you. This player is not a bad Silver League player. And there we go, Zealot is out. I have to imagine that the warp gate technology is going to come shortly behind it once that gas gets up there, which gas is up there actually, sorry. I would have to imagine that is going to come down here and give him a little bit of warp gate action. At the other end here, he does end up losing the first probe. Or is that the second probe? Let's take a boot here. It is the first probe, so has already completed step 1. Has another probe up here looking to make a hidden expansion, quite possibly. Also puts an expansion down here as well at the natural, so not too sure why the probe's in the upper left-hand corner. Maybe going to plant down a proxy. Doesn't like those plates on the ground there, so that Zealot's really going to go to work down there. Is chrono boosting out probe. Now, well, so I didn't tell any good stories during the Friday challenge cast this week here. Don't really have any good stories, to be honest with you. Nothing overly interesting. Got a wedding at the end of the month to go to. Hope to get camping one more time before the end of summer here. Outside of that, yeah, everything's been pretty standard. Daughter's playing with her friend outside. They're doing a little bit of a sleepover tonight. Actually do want to make a response to good man on the Facebook fan page there. He did invite me out camping there. Swore at me a bit for not casting games for the Friday challenges. I do realize I'm a day late, and I have apologized in one of the Friday challenge videos, but I'll apologize in this one as well. I do apologize for being a day late. It just, Friday got really busy for me between a lot of grocery shopping, had a lot of yard work to do. By the time I was done everything and got back into the house, and I was just dead. So didn't end up casting because I knew I had some long ones for this week here. So I do apologize for that, but he did invite me camping, the man that was swearing at me there. In fact, his name is Jason. And yeah, he invited me camping. I definitely appreciate that, but could not do. Had other obligations here, so I do apologize, but I do hope that you have fun out there. Maybe do some fishing, dirt biking, whatever you're doing out there. I hope you enjoy it. And we'll get back to the game there. There's your story of the day. Alright, Roach Warren is down there. Spawning Pool is down with the metabolic boost coming out there. And a Spore Crawler at a fairly random location, but he does have the supporting Spore Crawler right there, so not bad. That's not overly random because most people will come in this side of the base here, so not too bad. So we will give that to you, my good man. And we are getting the full wall off with the second gateway going down there. Both these guys sitting back for a little bit there. No rally point for this nexus here. And there we go. Rally point has been put down here. Opponent is doing further. Both these guys are actually really even, which should make for a decent game here. And I'm saying that based on the timing of their buildings here. I think that they actually both pretty much at the exact same skill level. Both doing fairly decent builds so far here. Stargate is actually going to come down here fairly early on the Stargate. Very interesting. Kind of curious what BrickS is going to elect to do here. Triple gateway. So it's going 3 gateway to Stargate. So not that uncommon of a build by no means here. Does have an Artosis pylon, so I am a little bit leery on that one here. But BrickS has been a pretty consistent submitter. We have seen a few of his games there, and he is not that bad of a player at all there. Second gas is going to go down there. And up here we have no gas at this base, so definitely not going into a gas heavy build, I will say that. Does have layer technology coming out though, so we'll soon find out. If he is going Muta, he is definitely late on the gas. Needs to get those gas down a little bit earlier, as it is a very heavy gas build. And there we go, this army has came back in the base. There comes some roaches out. And do have 3 roaches on the field. There are 6 dogs on the field. A lot of rallying units for a good man BrickS here. He's actually going to move out already. It doesn't have any probes that have been rallied and died yet, so not too sure if you want to scare your opponent this early. Opponent has a dog there. Very good placement. I will say that. Does scout everything there. Mothership Core is going to try and take care of him here. And he's going to continue across the map here. And I don't know if he's going to put pressure on his opponent here. Not the best move on a Friday challenge this early. But either way, maybe you just want to keep your opponent at bay. Keep him contained a little bit. And there he goes. He is going to stop at the bottom of the ramp here. And then slowly move in there just to see what he can see there. Basically, I guess he wants to find out if his opponent has expanded. At least get some intel. Definitely, if you can get in, you don't want to push in. But either way, his opponent has enough to fend it off. Has the 5 roaches, 6 dogs, and a queen on the map here. So it should be quite fine. And is doing creep spread. So his creep spread's not bad at all. I will give him that here. And there they go. They see there is no third out. Puts the proxy down. Or at least no third at the third location. So he's going to sit back for a little bit, probably do a little bit of a warp. It almost looks like he's pushing to win this game, which is a little bit odd, considering he hasn't rallied any probes up here. And there we go. They might actually get a queen kill caught out of position. That queen is actually going to run back to the base here, so will not get the queen kill. Queen kill will finally get back to the base here. Well, he does have some supporting dogs and some roaches there and some spine car going down. There's the time warp. So this will actually be very good pressure here. I actually thought he might have done a little bit better here, but apparently not. This could be devastating, actually. He might actually end up losing his opponent here if he ends up pushing too hard here. And will not complete the challenge. As far as I know, this is a challenge, but we will soon find out here. And there we go. Pushes through the roaches there. We'll try to push right into the natural here, which he should actually have no trouble doing. There's another roach going down here. Opponent has basically 2 roaches on the field. That's about it. This is not good at all. One of those roaches is about to go down. There goes one. There's down the one roach. Is going to work on the spore collar. Make sure you can at least bring the mothership core back into there to do so. And there goes a probe there. So he is bringing the probes in now. Let's actually take a look at the count. Maybe there's 25 that I missed. 2. Okay. Apparently I'm not wrong, but dogs are going to come down and try and support this. Try and clean up the rest of these stalkers here. And they are doing not too bad of a job. Might actually end up succeeding. And there he goes. Does end up succeeding in that defend there. And he did not warp in any supporting units. Obviously he didn't want to finish his opponent. Did have the money to do so. But of course only had 3 gates, so he couldn't really bring in a whole ton of units here. And did he bring in some more there? Does look like we have some more. Yes, apparently he is pushing. Sorry, I might have missed a couple warp-ins here. So he is good. Actually, he's trying to push to get rid of that natural, which isn't bad. At least keep his component contained to 1 base here. And he is going to come right back in there. We'll get a queen kill here probably. Oh, queen does end up getting another. Now he's going to work on the roaches here, trying to do as much damage as he can. Of course, that mothership core down there, the queen needs to be there to try at least get rid of the mothership core there. And there he goes. There's another probe going down there. At least it's going to be going. A lot of probes sneaking in as the roaches are attacking the units. And they're all going to base. This one. I don't know what that means. This one. Once again, like I've said many times, some of the chat in StarCraft 2 kind of makes no sense. And also has the Void Ray in there. That Void Ray might be enough to scare his opponent, which wouldn't be good at all there. But does have the Spore Collar Air. The Spore Collar do a lot of damage to air units there. It's going to be very, very close there. Oh, Void Ray gives up at the last second there. Not too bad there. We'll end up trying to work on the Evo Chamber. Doesn't end up taking it down here. Still has a lot of probes gone into his base here. And basically has his opponent contained there to 1 base. Isn't mining off the natural as of yet anymore. So we will get a little bit of a lull here, as it doesn't look like. Oh, he is still going to push with that Void Ray. Might end up losing the Void Ray. We'll be very, very close here. Queen is trying its best here. Going to work on him there. Ends up chasing him. Oh, and not quite, but another one will come in and we'll finish the job on that queen there. So we'll end up losing the queen here very, very shortly there. There goes the queen down here, really putting the pressure on here. Taking a look at our lost unit tab here. We do have 17. Wow. Not too bad so far here. I will give him that much here. Is continuing to send him in here. Might as well count. There's 18. There is 19 coming up here. 20, 21. He's got to lose them though. So we will keep an eye on this as his opponent does have to kill these ones here. And he has nothing up here to do so other than his drones. Oh, wow. That is a lot of probes standing in the opponent's base without the opponent doing anything. A little bit baffled here as to why his opponent isn't reacting to this at all. But he is going to send some roaches. Of course, he is distracted at the same time. I do realize that. But, oh, has a couple queens coming out here. So those queens, once they get out, they will actually be able to pop off these drones. Or these probes. We are at 20. Alright, I got to count. He has a total of 11 probes just standing in the base there. Like I say, he's got to lose them. They got to be sacrificed. And I don't know if his opponent is going to kill them. His opponent, of course, does have the queens out there, but the queens are rallied way over here, and of course they're doing work down here. Also did end up fending off that entire attack here. Here comes some more units pushing in the base here. Not too sure if he's actually going to end up killing all these here. Just needs to get 5 more losses. It is going to be very, very close. I don't know. There's the queen going to work there. 21's about to happen. Oh, and not quite. Actually ends up running out of there. Not too sure if he is going to lose enough probes here. There he goes. Queen's going to get right in there and hopefully trap them all here. And maybe, no, sorry, it's just chasing them all right to the back here. Really needs to get in there and start killing them here. Not entirely sure why he doesn't bring a couple roaches up there. But the roaches are busy now as they do have to fend all this off down here. And of course, the 2 void rays are now going to move into the main base. And that might actually prevent the probe kills. And there does get 1. 21. 2. Just 3 more. Could happen. No, not with the voids in the base. Don't tell me you're going to lose it for yourself, son. Please don't tell me that. These void rays are really going to work on the roaches there. Queen's trying to support him. Queen's the only thing that can support him. 22 so far. I hope his opponent doesn't quit. It will be very, very close. He does have a few more drones coming out. I don't know why he's droning up when he's getting attacked, but either way, they each their own. There's a sport crawler going down there. No reaction. He's actually trying to take out this layer here. Oh, this hive, sorry. That is a hive. And not too sure why that void ray isn't turning on the queen. There we go. Finally turns on the queen here. We'll actually be very, very close. Bringing the roaches over to do absolutely nothing. I understand there. Now the spore crawler done. Does end up losing that there. And there goes the rest of the probes there. So you actually will get to 25 here pretty quick. Oh, maybe not. 23. Needs 2 more. I don't know if he's going to do it. This could be a fail. Has some more roaches coming out. Needs to get that queen over there. Or at least needs to get it over there in BrickS' world here. But he's not doing so. He is just doing larva injects, leaving the probes in the back of the base. Not too sure why he's leaving in the back of the base. Okay, apparently we are just going to stand around here, leave probes in the back of the base, but he does have an Ultralisk cavern coming out. So apparently when he's seen the voids come out, he decided Ultralisk would be the counter. So Ultralisk / roaches. And it does look like BrickS has amassed a bit of an army outside the base here. He is going to try and move them in there. Still at 23. Needs to get 2 more somehow. Needs to maybe move them towards the queens. Something, but of course he might not be counting. It is tough to keep count while playing a game here. I don't know, man. It is not going to happen, I don't think. He is getting the upgrade for the ultras there. Does have a lot of money and gas here, so could start dropping a lot of ultras on the field here. And here we go. Those roaches are trying to get in there, but those voids are just being really annoying to him here, or at least that void is. So does back off a bit there. Is electing to continue the engagement. Not too sure why. It is not the best of engagements for him, I will say that. So does end up backing him right out of there. We could probably get rid of this tab here. We'll check it at the end, though. We are still at 23, keep in mind here, with a lot just standing at the top of the base here. He did rally him down there, I will say that. I can't remember if I necessarily quoted that you must lose them at the very first Friday challenge, but we will soon find out here whether or not he actually ends up losing 2 more or not here, as his opponent has elected to pull them all out, that I have mined everything out here. So we'll transfer them down to the natural here, which will saturate the heck out of that, even oversaturate it, to be honest with you. And now he's got nothing up here. Nothing at the back of the base. And there he goes. He's actually going to attack with the probes. This might be enough to alert his opponent here and at least get his opponent's queen over there to start working on the rest of these probes here. Probes are actually going to do the damage here. He says, laugh it out loud, thinks that's really funny, but doesn't want to kill the probes apparently here. And now he's being attacked at the front gate, but has a lot of ultras on the field. This could be very big trouble for BrickS, but at the same time, he's got no anti-air. BrickS puts a big smile on his face there. BrickS is going to work with all these void rays here, and of course, there'll be nothing he could do. He's not attacking the ultras here, but there we go. Finally, the roaches are coming up, and they're actually going to save BrickS. 24, 25. Yes, he did it. Not sure if he was keeping count on that, but he did end up getting that there. And there they go. They're going to massacre the rest of them here. And I have to imagine he's going to turn this into a base race, knowing that the voids are out there. But we will soon find out here. The voids do move in, do move out, and are going to go to work on the ultras there. Still not too sure why he didn't go with any anti-air units here, but does have the queens, I guess, if you want to call them anti-air. And they will chase him right out of the base here, so he will relax outside the base. And we could probably... What is he doing? Oh, I thought he was actually going to back right out of there. At the meantime, he does have that third fully saturated pretty much here, so very well done there. Is he still working? No, he has 5 and 2 stargates and a lot of standing probes there. So apparently he doesn't want to move those probes to do anything there, but is amassing a bit of an army at the other end here. It has a couple warp-in pylons as well. Apparently we're going to sit back for a little bit here. I'd have to imagine his opponent is going to go anti-air pretty quick here, knowing that the voids are on the field here. So don't be too surprised. Oh, we do have infestors that he could start going here, which would be a very good anti-air type unit. Throwing the fungal growth down if he chooses to do so. And he will just continue to mine. Still has a lot of minerals there, just not that much gas at all here. And Spire will be his choice to go ahead with here. In the meantime here, not too sure why we quit the pressure with the void rays there, as they were doing a very good job. But either way, we're just going to sit back and probe up at the 4th here. So we'll have 4 bases on the go here to his opponent's 2. And has obviously got a ton of kills so far here. So not doing too bad of a job at all. We could probably speed this thing up if both these guys are going to sit back for a little bit here. There we go. Let's speed this baby up. Here goes a couple more void rays coming up to the army here. At least one more did come up there. So we're going to sit back for a little bit here while both these guys just relax. Mine the heck out of what they can here. Actually does have a scouting. Oh, no, not scouting at all. He's actually going to get a 3rd way over here. And here comes the army. That is a lot of ultras to be dealing with here. The ultras are really going to massacre through this army here. So you might want to get out of there. Those voids, just not enough there. Has the corruptors finally here. So this could actually be big trouble for BrickS. I don't know if he's going to get this win. Why would you pull the ultras back, son? Oh, he's not going for the kill here. I think he might have actually had it if he had pushed him right through the base there. So he's actually going to push right back to his natural here and sit back there for a little bit here. And BrickS in the meantime here is basically going to sit on his voids the whole time here. So he's up to 8 voids altogether so far here. Has an army amassing at the other end. So we are going to go into a Zealot slash void ray type build here. Does have a couple of supporting stalkers and a mothership as well here. Looks like he's looking to go for another base here. Then end up losing those 2 proxy pylons, which has supply blocked him in the meantime here. So here we go. This probe here has actually got a lot of rally points, so he's basically moving around the map, checking out, make sure not too many expansions out there. And we'll sit back for a little bit here. We can probably speed this up again as we are going to amass ourselves an army here. It is 141, 296 in the food count here. BrickS way out ahead, but not way out ahead in the DPS section. I will say that much here. There's a lot of ultras on the field here. And let's see what he's got for upgrades down at the other end here. He has 000 on the range, and the mass amount of ultras have basically the 2 armor, and that's about it. So it doesn't look like he's used the Evo Chamber for anything overly special so far here. And there we go. Base number 5 has hit the map here for BrickS, and his opponent is still sitting back for it. Oh, no, don't want to get too close. Don't want to cross that midpoint in the map here. He's going to get himself back at the super duper ultra speed here, back to his base here. Sit there, because that's the spot to sit until you get the 200, I believe. So we will sit back here. We are 28 minutes in here, and nobody wants to do any attacking here. We are going to relax here, but that is a massive amount of voids now. 14 voids on the field, so that will be devastating once he does run into those ultras here. And here we go. Going to go around the outside of the map here, make sure we don't have any expos beside him. And we now will slow this down to find out who's going to win this next engagement coming up here. But with that massive amount of voids and the lack of corruptors here, well, he does have 10, which is all right there, but at the same time there, with that massive amount of voids, they should be able to chew through them pretty good there. And there we go. They actually will get into this expansion over here and do a lot of damage here, but at the same time, his opponent has finally moved out here and is going to work with those ultras here. So it might turn into a little bit of a base race here. We will soon find out here. They're going to take down the couple of last assimilators over here and then probably move towards his main, I would have to imagine. But at the same time, he is actually coming back here. But leaving the voids back there, needs to get those voids over there as well. They're going to be the supporting cast to actually even out the army count here. This is 195 to 112, so pretty much did max out his army here. And there we go. There's all those probes going over there. And the army, of course, will run back to the base here as they did feel they got way too close to the other side of the map here. So they're going to come all the way back to the main base, basically just below the main base here. And BrickS has an army coming across the map, spread out across the map here. So we'll get them all massed into one great big pile, I would have to imagine. Clearing out the creep spread on the way here. Not too bad of a maneuver here. Why not get rid of that? Slow down those ultralists here. And here comes that mass gateway army with the probes as well here. So very, very well done for BrickS. It should be a fairly quick engagement for him with that mass amount of voids, depending on how he handles the corruptors. 15 altogether now. That's a lot of corruptors. Yeah, we're just going to sit here now. Okay, apparently we are going to wait for the rest of the army here, which is consisting of probes. So now we will get right back in there. He is actually going to start to push pretty quick here, I would have to imagine, taking on a little bit more creep spread before he does so. And the opponent, in the meantime, has everybody piled way up here. There we go. Lots of corruptors. Corruptors do have one upgrade for the weapon. There's the one upgrade for the melee, as well as one for the skin as well there. So it does have the armor upgrade as well there, bringing them to a total of 3. And there we go. Apparently engagement will be made by our good man, ImNoobSorry. But like I say, if he can take down these corruptors, it will be pretty much GG at that point in time. Those corruptors just melt the void razors, as you can see here. There they go. Now they're going to go to work on the altars there, and that should pretty much be the GG. 171 to 41 here. Laughing out loud GG. It's a funny GG apparently there. Very well done. My congrats to you, BrickS. My condolences to you, ImNoobSorry. Almost seen it coming just with the name. I will leave you with this. If you can't see everyone, you can only see one. Just make sure you don't use the wrong pay-per-click unless you happen to have the right shoes on. Thanks so much for watching. You be good. Don't hurt nobody. Peace.